I didn't see the post. I just received the OEM GM 16 through 18 smoked tail lamps. These are what they put on the Redline edition and on the ZL11LE. And I was so excited because I could finally get rid of the VLAND ones. Now, for the price, the VLAND ones aren't terrible. They're fine at the end of the day, but the OEM ones are much better. So like, for instance, I'm gonna show you. I have the bright bulbs from Morimoto, and so you can see the clear line of like almost like a clean design, whereas when you come to these, they have a clean line on camera, but in person they're very diamond encrusted looking. So I'm gonna see if I can get this in one shot. You can kind of see the OEM ones are a little bit cleaner. They're also a lot darker than the VLAND ones. I'm gonna turn these off. And then the thing that I hated the most is the sequential part, but there's a glitch to them. So if you press the brake, and I'll attach a video, if you press the brake, then signal, they hyper flash. And if they hyper flash once, but if you hit the brake, turn signal, then let go of the brake within, like, say that third flash, where it originally hyper flashes, whatever side you had the light on or whatever side you signaled will hyper flash ridiculously, and it won't stop. So you'll see like half of this light up, and it looks really, really ricey. It looks really cheap. Back in 2021, I bought these for like $240 off VLAND site. These were not $250. These were $500. Especially nowadays, they don't make this taillight anymore, so it's extremely difficult to find a set of them. I think they're fine. The VLAND ones are fine. Like I said, these are fine. They're still very bright. They're still very competent. It's just I prefer the OEM design look a little bit more. I always go with the third brake light OEM. These are easy to find. They're $99. Aftermarket one that's going to go with these when I sell these. Just never installed it because OEM is always going to be better than most aftermarket options. Same with like the bow ties. This is an OEM bow tie. But nevertheless, these were serviceable. They're fine. I just didn't like them due to that glitch. And over the years, they just drove me nuts. They look great, but I'm just ready to go back to an OEM look. And here's the OEM design. You can see they're they're darker in many ways, but they're also lighter in many ways, but they look very well put together. But they better be for $500. I think they retailed back in the day like $495 or something like that, $445 back in the day. I can't remember for sure, whereas these are half the price. But they're still serviceable. They still fit good. So if you look at the fitment, you know, very good for the VLAN ones. And here's the OEM, of course, they're gonna fit well. When I bought these are used from someone in Hawaii. They left their tabs that went to their car in the tail lamps. So I had a hard time getting these in. I ended up scratching my diffuser actually doing that. But I'm gonna if you guys didn't know already from the last video, I am gonna get the quad tip exhaust. So I'm gonna be getting a new diffuser anyways from General Motors. So I'm not worried about it. But nevertheless, they look great. I have the LED upgrades from my red tail lamps, and then I installed them into this because they look so much better with the LED backup lamps or backup lights. Hopefully I never get in an accident. No one rear ends me, because then I don't ever want to find the replacement for these, because I bet you GM doesn't make them anymore. At least from my understanding, they don't make it anymore, and they're impossible to find. There's also maybe a difference in their heft. The OEM ones are pretty stout. Like, these things are heavy, whereas the VLAN ones in the trunk, the other VLAN ones, they're pretty light. They're still not light. They're not like paper light, but they're definitely lighter. The hyper flash issue, they think that it's like resistor problems. I have 4 resistors in this car for this. I had 2, I had 1, I had 3, I had 4, and none of that fixed the issue. So when I sell these, I'm gonna be 100% transparent with the owner that, hey, these do have the hyper flashing issue if you signal and brake, but if you don't care for that, they're gonna be great. They look great. If you're interested in these, I'll be putting them on the marketplace or on eBay. It'll be coming in that box where my work computer is on. And yeah, this is my quick review. They serviced me well, but it was time to go OEM with. I actually thought about going with like the refresh tail lamps. So I was actually gonna get a whole new bumper and then get it painted hyper blue metallic and get the new style dark tail lamps, because you can find those anywhere. So I guess if you're ever done one, you have a 16 or 18 car, you can always just go that route. This is my quick review, and this is my quick overview of the two. So hopefully this helps. Peace out.